Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Alice is with me today. I'm so excited
Yay.
about this. I'm so excited.
Me too. We've been planning this for a week or so, and I'm excited. Thank you.
Exactly. So before we light the candle, how's it going on this vacation? Are you getting rested?
I'm getting rested. I'm having some sunshine, but also some relaxation. And I'm not ready to go home, but I'm ready to do more traveling without having to rush. So
Yeah.
that will be
So
nice.
that's
Yeah,
that's your plan for the home trip, right?
correct. Yes. I just
Awesome.
want to take my time. I got 10 days. And I just want to
Oh,
take each day as it goes because it was 5 days to get here, but it took us 6. So yeah,
yeah.
we'll see how
There's
it goes.
al- there's,
Ah,
there's always
Jenny's
that
here.
one thing. Hi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before I go any farther, it's time to light our candles and for me to bring in
Yeah.
the incantation, which
Okay.
I put where? Here it is. Sorry about that. So today's an auspicious day in more ways than one because it
Yep.
is also Lamas or Lugnasad,
Yep.
if you prefer to use the old Celtic term. And so, time to light our candles.
Mhm.
Oh, come on. You can do this. Thank you.
Time to mow our lawn.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Can't look the gift horse, just like,
That's right. That's right.
he made the trip.
We made the trip.
Okay. So I've said it before, but not everybody has heard me say this. So I want to let everyone know. I have added to an incantation prayer that had been written by James Dillett Freeman during World War II,
Oh,
right? And it
yeah.
is so appropriate for us at these times, not just us in the United States, but worldwide, because we are all going through these changes and stepping out of the norm. So we're dedicating these 9 candles to reuniting the divine masculine and the divine feminine, both genders,
Yeah.
but also the fact that we all have both of those lights within us.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
the opening stanzas are from him, the opening sentences. We are the light is within us, the light surrounds us, the light protects us. We are the light. Where there is fear, let us place light. Where there is loneliness, let us place light. Where there is hunger, let us place light. Where there is emptiness, let us place light. Where there is anger, let us place light. Where there is darkness, let us place light. Where there is discomfort, let us place light. Where a child has been lost, let us place light. We are the divine. We are the divine light of both masculine and feminine. The light is within us. The light surrounds us. The light protects us. We are the light. And
Beautiful.
so will it be.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too. So let's see. Where are we and what are we doing here? Today is Lamas Lugnasad, and
Mhm.
it's time for that Midsummer's Night's Eve. It is the center point between solstice and um, the equinox coming up.
Right.
I said that wrong, didn't I?
That's all right. Yeah.
Okay, where did I put that? I can't believe I said it and I said it wrong. That. Anyway, it is the first harvest and the start of summer, that of the summer, where corn and the berries are still coming in, peaches are starting to come in, the fruits are starting to come in, but the hay has already been harvested. The wheat, the summer wheat, has been harvested. So when we use the term Lamas, this is going back to liturgical times in the Catholic Church and the wanting to convert. And it is, Lamas refers to loaf, mass. And also there's another interpretation where it is lamb mass. And in the mass, the sacrificial lamb is a prominent thing. So I can remember as a kid on August 1st, going to church, having a mass, bringing a basket of fruit and everything. We would bring bread, but everything. I would go with my great-great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mother, and me. And baskets would be all over the place and blessings. And then everybody would go home. And then later on, there was an ice cream social on the church grounds. So this was at St. Casimir's in Detroit back in the 50s, while the old church was still there, even before they tore that down, which was because that was a replica of St. Peter's Basilica. So what about you? Did you come up with anything special that you could find about
Yeah, I've
the
got some
difference
cool
in the
stuff.
terms? Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to mention that this is about the same time that my church, which was a Christian, based New England church, we would have the Strawberry Festival where everybody would come and eat strawberry shortcakes.
Oh, yeah. There
And
you go.
yeah, and they used the biscuits. They didn't use the little foam ones. They were all baked biscuits, and my father would get the whipped cream, up here. But I love, first of all, Diana is baking some blueberry bread,
Yes.
and so she's got the blueberry, and she's got the bread, which is very correspondent to this season. And there you have your sunflowers.
I have
Oh
some.
no, those are black-eyed Susans. Those are
Yeah,
black-eyed.
black-eyed
Yeah.
Susans and
Uh-huh.
some sunflowers. I have a smaller
Oh,
variety because wherever
okay.
they drop from where the
Yep.
birds were eating, they
Yep.
grow. And
Oh, they
some
grow. Okay.
alopecia,
Uh-huh.
because all of this can be medicine, right?
Sure. Sure. Um, I love that this worked out that you did this during this period of time because it said that the first is it Lunasaga? Is that how you say it? Lunasaga?
Lugnasad. Lugnasad.
Lugnasad. Lugnasad. Um, was the original, and then Llamas was sort of integrated together with
Yeah.
this holiday. And it started as Danu, the mother goddess, the goddess of water, earth, fertility, and victory, and the first fruits of the harvest that originated in Ireland. And I thought that was fascinating. Um, Also, that it is time for many wedding feasts. And I didn't know this, but I thought this was just something that was kind of a joke. But I guess they started doing trial marriages during this period of time for a year and a day. And if you didn't like them after that, see you later. I thought that was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So they blended those customs together.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're sitting at right now. That's why even the book I read was listed one way, and the cards I got were listed in a different way. So I just found like it was really cool that they brought those holidays together.
Because even the neo-pagans started to adopt using the term Lamas.
Okay, okay.
Because
Well,
now we're getting into a time where they're taking Bride and turning her into Saint Bridget, and
right.
all of that is also going on in this strive to convert the world into Catholicism or
Yeah.
whatever was to come from that, because of course we still
Mhm.
have to go through Henry VIII. But
Right.
Lou is a god.
Yep.
He's a god of
Yes.
the Tuatha-De-Danann,
Uh-huh.
which means, you know, he was a druid and then went underground and became an elemental, became this very strong god. And his
Uh-huh.
his nicknames are Long Hand or Long Arm because of the many talents that he had.
Okay. Yeah. That's
He
awesome.
invented ball games and horse
Hmm.
racing.
Well, that makes sense because they were talking about not only the harvest, and the fact that this is one of three, the other two being Mabon, is it Mabon,
Uh-huh.
the next one, and Samhain,
Yeah.
is it, yeah, and so this is just the first one. And I love this. It says there is joy in knowing the harvest will come because it's
Yes.
already something that's showing up. So yeah, yeah.
A very interesting fact about him is that he was also considered a magician. So he had all
Oh,
these many talents, right?
uh-huh,
Um,
yeah.
so he is the god of justice and war, craftsmanship, skill, trade, and the harvest, and
Hmm.
considered a savior. I wonder when they added that savior in there, because I don't
Yeah,
remember reading that in any other book but the one I was dealing with today. You know,
sure.
but
They
to
have to stick
keep
that
it
in.
going,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Keep it
yeah.
going, keep it going, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he, they think that the long arm or long hand was because he was very skilled in using the long spear, and that he also had was very skilled in many arts, from blacksmithing to painting, I guess. And
Mhm.
he had magical possessions, and those magical possessions, it's like my kid used to play Zelda, and
Mhm.
all those things are in Zelda. The
Are
flaming
they? Oh,
spear, yeah, the
oh,
flaming spear, the dog. What was his dog's name? I know I wrote it down somewhere.
wow.
Ah, that's all right. I'll come across it again. Um, but he he had a sling and stone just like David,
Uh-huh.
right? And he was
Uh-huh.
skilled with using that thing. And
Okay.
uh, right, and then his hound. There you go. His hound's name was Philinus.
Oh,
Philinus.
uh-huh.
So if I ever get a big Irish wolfhound, not they
That's
take
what
up the
that's
whole
what
room.
you need. You need one of those, right?
Yeah, right. So I found it interesting that he invented ball games and horse racing.
Yeah. Yep.
So during the Middle Ages, if you think about the jousting pit and all of those other things that would be going on, and how it
Mhm.
turned into this greater celebration,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah. I love that because some of the other things about the more modern representations of this pagan holiday were reflection picnics, county fairs, herb gathering, playing, doing crafts, rituals for the deceased, and cooking.
Yeah,
And it just reminds you that, you've got like less than probably 6 weeks until the fall comes as well. So,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing how this stuff is going to
it
start
all
coming.
fits.
So
Yep,
you start canning your beans.
yep,
No,
yep,
eat it along the way, but you got to can them and pickle them and do all of those things. I was
right.
going to bring the zucchini and the yellow squash that my massage therapist is bringing to me every
Oh, how
time.
wonderful. Oh,
Exactly, because I
yeah,
don't have a garden this year. So she's
yep.
bringing me all these riches of the and bounty of the earth. And this week she brought me string beans as well. Yay!
Oh, that's fabulous. I love
Yeah,
zucchini bread. You can get a zucchini like this
yeah.
big and make a wonderful bread out of it. Yeah.
Well, and that's next.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
got to get to the grocery store because I love it with pineapple in it, and I don't have any pineapple.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't
So
think I've ever had it that way. That's interesting.
no,
Okay. No,
oh my
no.
God.
Yeah.
Well, Lou himself
Uh-huh.
began this feast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He started it as the funeral games. And
Okay.
in that, it was to honor his foster mother, the woman who raised him.
Okay.
She was said to have died from exhaustion because she cleared all the land in Ireland for agriculture. Now, if you think
Oh.
about it, Ireland had lots of trees and forests, and then the church says, Brigid spread out her cloak, you know,
Uh-huh.
and all
Yep.
of this became her land. And, she built her abbey where she wanted it,
Mhm.
but the land was cleared. However, back to Lou and his foster mother, she had died from exhaustion. So in many of the neo-pagan celebrations, or go over to Ireland and England, Isle of Man and Scotland in particular, you'll
Mhm.
see that there's always this feminine head, and she's the sacrifice. But during the Middle
Oh.
Ages, they used to steal a girl and
Uh-oh.
not do all the things, but
Okay.
just
Yeah.
play at it and keep
Mm-hmm.
her against her will. And she was supposed to faint and die of exhaustion, and then come back
Oh.
to life. She would come back. But
Oh,
that's when the
wow.
game started. Supposedly was by him. So in the early days,
Okay.
and if we think of him as being Druid before he became of the Tuatha De Danann,
Right.
then we know that. It's all connected, and the story changes to fit our needs as we move along.
Mm-hmm.
Even Shakespeare, Midsummer's Night's Dream
Yes.
is about this
Yes.
festival. But did you
I
know
believe
that
it. Yeah.
Juliet's birthday is this day? And she in the I don't remember the line exactly, but it is, and she will come on this eve that she turns 14. And it is
Yep.
Midsummer's
Wow.
Eve that is her birthday.
Okay. Wow. I had no idea that was in there, but that makes sense. Um, yeah. I um I came up with something as I was reading that book about this, and it was that this is a good time for us to be reminded um, of the ease by which we live today, and how we can go to the grocery store and we can just pick up what we need. But that's actually being challenged by the fact that we don't have the pickers to do that anymore. So it's kind of like we need to find a way to transform, because we could go back to the old ways, but we can't do that automatically and each have this huge garden that would take care of us.
Right. You
Yeah.
think of, like there's like the four fire festivals all have
Hmm.
something special, and this is one of the four fire. But there's also, like in the liturgy of the Catholic Church or all Christianity, there's a day, the first Sunday after Epiphany, everybody would take their plows to church
Hmm.
to get blessed, because the second week is time to
Sure.
go fields.
Yeah. Yep.
So, it's the same thing.
Yep.
It's all around the
Yep.
same thing.
It's
So,
all around the same thing. Wow.
right.
Hmm.
In Welsh, they say it Gwyl Ost, which really has that Germanic
Yeah.
punch to it, which brings us back to Lou, because that has a Germanic punch to it. And his son was Colquhoun from the Mabinogion, and he's supposed to be Lou's reincarnation.
Oh,
So
okay.
he inherited all the tools and the abilities, etc. And he was, if you've read the Mabinogion,
Yeah.
which is not an easy read,
It's not an easy read. No, it's not.
but it's fun.
It can be if you don't have to take a test on it or something.
Yeah, right, right.
But
Oh, I get it now.
how about Danu? Was she married to Lou?
Oh,
Do you
yes.
know? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Um.
I didn't pull
be-
out the book that's in, and I should have.
That's okay.
I'm
That's
going to
okay.
say
I'm just
yes.
thinking to myself, it's the union of the female and the male, which is what we want to integrate anyway. So
Well,
yeah.
and even, he also honored his foster mother
Uh
as
huh.
a goddess of the land.
Yep.
It's the death of agriculture. She also represents the, the dying of the bounty in order to
Mhm.
feed all of us. And
Right,
again, that
right,
is one of these moments where we have the divine masculine and the divine
mhm,
feminine coming together,
right,
you know?
right.
And
Absolutely.
in this is here's a question that I really want to know the answer to, but I don't think any of us could do it. It's like, when did this really happen? This separation, this division. I'm not talking about difference, because vive la différence, but the
Right,
the
right.
the parting of, boys can't play with dolls and girls can't play with cars and men have to wear slacks and women have to wear skirts and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Who set those rules and how did this come to be? Because even in the Middle Ages, didn't matter whose clothing it was. If you fit and you needed it, you wore it. Uh-oh,
Right.
your camera's
Yep.
off, hon.
Yep. Is it? I see myself. No? Okay.
No, I don't see you.
You don't see me? No?
No, we can hear you.
You're not using my link, right? No. Okay. Well, you can hear me, so yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just go with that. It is on. That happens sometimes. Um,
yeah.
I have to tell you, there was a book that I read back in the '90s, and it was called "The Alphabet versus the Goddess,"
Oh,
and it was a discussion about the women, how women ruled the world before the alphabet and before reading and writing was invented in a its more modern format. And um, it seems like if you're talking about these are the rules this way and the rules this way, when the male came in, the patriarchal came in, they didn't want us women to have any more, abilities to do anything. And even though you're mentioning that in the Middle Ages there wasn't any of this, there still was um, a disdain for the opinion of women. Would you say?
yeah. No, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
think of how many
yeah.
women were rulers. you
I
know?
know, I know. But if you watch if you any of the hits or you've watched any of the shows, that pick the women as rulers after this occurred, not be treated very well, and they're not. It's like you have to have a male heir, and okay, we'll have this female heir, but we don't want male. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I even think about the clothing. Men had lacy collars and all of that stuff. Think of the paintings of the Dutch master cigars
I
and all
know,
that. I always think of
absolutely.
Jerry Seinfeld and the poet shirt. Well, hell, that poet
Yeah,
shirt
yeah,
looked like that because it was also the shirt he slept in, man. It was his nightshirt.
probably, absolutely. Yeah.
Only the
Uh-huh.
wealthy had two pairs of pants, right?
And no underwear to change.
Yeah,
Right.
right, right. Who
Uh,
wore it?
yeah,
So
yeah, that's right.
it's a time of altars, and how perfect, because we probably already have something going for just doing the
Yeah.
9 candles, right? So
Hmm.
it's performing, there you are, performing rituals to honor the land and
Hmm.
performing sun magic. What would be fun
Oh,
is to go get some of that photo paper and put flowers or leaves on it and then leave it out and let it, um,
oh, beautiful. Yeah,
put that blue
yeah.
outline, or you can get sepia and blue, and I think like a green, like a patina green. Anyways,
Hmm.
you can do things like that, especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
They love playing with that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Journaling is so
Hmm.
important, especially at this time, because what are you trying to manifest? What is it we want to
Right.
see at the end of this 9 days? And how do we go forward from there? Abundance rituals. And this is basically what this is for all of us, even though we're talking about being reunited, there's abundance in that reunitedness that we're going to experience,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
yep, pick
Absolutely.
wildflowers, build an altar, enjoy your fresh berries. Share a
Yeah.
meal outside. This is a great time for picnics. This is a beautiful
It
day
is.
for picnic here, for sure.
Yep.
Right? And of course, oracle and tarot readings, baking pies, head to the farmer's market, outdoor meditations, walking, or just sitting in nature and listening, singing to nature, making up songs
Mm-hmm.
like Annie does. I mean, she makes up the best songs. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're
That's
so
good.
inclined, watch the sunrise, make an
Absolutely.
offering to
Or set.
nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
extra, like leave something behind, like leave a fancy thing behind, or
Mm-hmm.
just a little whatnot tidbit that I have sitting around here that no longer serves my purpose. But leave it in
You know what I
nature.
really love at this point is that with all the confusion that's around both of us in this show, we're keeping it together. So there you
Yeah, there you go. Offer it up.
go.
Oh, this is also a good time for, your cleansing your house. If you have black salt, if not,
Yep.
just save your ashes and old wax and stick it in some salt. And it's witch's salt, right? So that this is a
Mm-hmm.
good time to bless the house and get holy water, bless your own water. The full moon is coming, and you can use that. There's just so many different ways. Cinnamon in the door for abundance, right? And if you don't know the heritage of the land that you're living on, you can certainly add that to your to-do list. Find out your neighborhood's history. What was it before it became a neighborhood? Oh, there you are. You're back.
Uh,
So, hon, is there anything else that you came up with that we haven't really covered yet?
well, I just want to say that this this period of time, if we know about it and we consciously are aware of it, as we go to these farmers markets, as we're finding this these wonderful vegetables and fruits that are available to us, it's a reminder that we need to bask in the joy of the earth's bounty because actually everything is here for us, and the appreciation of it and the use of it brings more. And so I kind of am happy I'm camping because I'm outside. Even though I'm inside this box right now, I'm doing more outside and spending that time. Yeah, it's all right. I know you got your doggy there. But it says here we come together to show gratitude for our own lives and our continued existence because there have been so many times in our life. It's all right. In our lives that we've teetered on the edge of our very existence. So anyway, she's got her brother mowing the lawn, and I've got my husband saying, and you know what? It's a comedy of errors, and I'm enjoying it
It
anyway.
is. Welcome to the jungle. I have wildlife in my house, even though they're supposed to be domesticated. I gotta love it.
Thank you for
Aley,
understanding.
right. Thank you for your patience. you know, I want Wolfie. His name is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Oh, okay.
And as you can tell, he plays the bass. It's all about the bass.
Oh, that's
Little
funny.
man's going to try to keep up with him. That's too funny. But we can't see you. And I know you've got a deck of cards, and I would
Oh,
love to
I
get
do.
a
Yeah,
card out of there from you.
of course, of course. I don't know why you can't see. People say I'm either frozen or Yeah. I'm sorry.
Wolfie, stop.
All right. Ooh, this is a great card for us. Um, and it is a woman who is cooking over a beautiful boiling pot, and it it's a pot of food to share. It reminds me of the story Stone Soup, where everybody brings something and makes a great big pot, and it says community service. And what is it but that we're in this community and we serve each other in so many ways? It says, the balm to our wounds lives in the spark that radiates love and brings healing to the world. That's
Awesome.
beautiful. I don't know if anybody can see it, but if yeah.
Yes, you can show it to us. I see you now.
Okay, there's a community service, and there's your stone soup. Everybody just bring one thing. Bring some green beans, bring some onions, bring some love and acceptance and kindness.
You know, one thing I forgot to look up in all the different cultures for this time of the year, because it's, especially in the northern hemisphere, this is your first harvest. In the southern hemisphere, it's the last harvest. But what the Chinese um, ritual would have been around this time,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we've lost you again, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. I've got a just Wi-Fi, hotspot. That's all.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's really
All right.
okay. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining us. Aley, I love you. Continue to
Love
have
you.
a great time on this vacation. And
Well,
we're going to
thank
go
you.
ahead and go off for a little while, and we will see you tomorrow. Lots of love to you. Lots of love. Blessings, everyone.
Blessings.
Come on.